Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and this is your second You Pick Tuesday matchup of the week, Ramy versus Markus Ruhl. Now I assume this guy wanted to see the 2020 Big Ramy, very popular version in the request sections, and the 2002 Night of Champions Markus Ruhl. Is there any other version, really? It was actually a little bit hard to find all of the poses. I usually I resort to screenshots for Markus Ruhl. Actually, Superset Man, fellow YouTuber, helped me out with this one. A lot of the pictures from the Night of Champions, different sites that I wouldn't have found otherwise. But anyway, guys, obviously you can't tell anything from the front relaxed position. Go to the front double bicep pose, and I gotta say, Markus Ruhl, I mean, the arms, they're gonna be twice as big as Big Ramy's. Of course, Ramy's winning in the quads. Calves definitely going to Markus Ruhl. I like the physique better for Big Ramy, the midsection and the lats, the chest, things of that nature. Camera angles are tilted a little bit thusly. But back to Markus Ruhl and the arm advantage that he has. I don't want to point the finger, but there was a lot of synthol going on around that time. Nowadays, it's too hard for them to do it. I mean, we have little YouTubers, little mosquitoes like me flying around, saying, oh my goodness, he has synthol, making videos, and, it's hard for them to get away with it nowadays. But if you're going to ignore that, then sure, Markus Ruhl would get an edge in this one. But it's hard to ignore. Front lat spread. Again, the camera angles tilted thusly. I did go through a lot of the Markus Ruhl pictures of the front lat spread. It's a decent pose. He's huge. Midsection not going to be as good as Big Ramy's. The X frame, a little bit better due to those massive quads of Big Ramy. But I think every time you would notice the quad advantage of Big Ramy, you would see the calves and you would kind of maybe let him away with that. But I think the hard graininess, the crispness of those legs probably would go to Ramy. But upper body wise, lats, I would go with M's.O for sure. Turn to the side, and very difficult to size these guys. This is definitely not the best angle of a shot for Markus Ruhl, but you can see, he was in condition. The legs didn't have the muscle separation, nor did the glutes of Big Ramy, so right then and there. But I mean, look at the chest. There was this one here, and this one, I would give it to Markus Ruhl. Look at the chest. He had the biggest pecs, I think, in bodybuilding history. If you chop them, lop them big babies off, and put them on any other bodybuilder, I think they would look bigger than their own pecs. Markus Ruhl, keep in mind, his clavicle width, his size, some of the biggest. He wasn't the tallest bodybuilder. I do believe he was a little taller than Ramy. He's definitely going to stand a little taller in a pose like this. Legs, I would give to Ramy, but I mean, that upper body, this is a side chest, guys. You got to keep in mind that chest, you're going to be focusing in on that, and Markus is the winner. Side tricep, however, I think Big Ramy would take that edge and maybe even more away from Markus Ruhl. Not to be disrespectful to Markus Ruhl, hard to judge these without sounding disrespectful, but this pose may be a little awkward for Markus Ruhl. As well as Gunter Schlierkamp, he kind of hit it the same way. They got so much muscle, it's hard to pull off. I think Roly Winkler struggles with that, so he hits the hoo-ha pose, hoo-ha position. Big Ramy, he does not need any of them tricks. He has a nice small little midsection in this one, and I think when you're looking at the physiques themselves, you got to go with Big Ramy. And considering I was close in the front double, I was giving an edge to Ramy in the front lat, and maybe an edge to Ramy in the side tricep. I would give an edge to Markus in the side chest, though. So an edge to Ramy overall heading into the back developments. And I know you glute haters are going to get ready to hit thumbs down on this one, guys. Aside from the glutes, Markus, his back, lat insertions and traps. And you got to think, guys, this is not the clearest picture, but from the videos, you could see Markus Ruhl had some of the best in the way of Christmas tree development that I've ever seen on a mass monster. And the hamstrings are good. They're decent. The calves, he's going to get an edge. But Big Ramy, he's pretty much matching him on size. And, I mean, yes, the glutes. That means he's in probably slightly better condition, or I might even be being generous to Markus Ruhl. He is in better condition, guys. Rear double bicep, I don't think this is going to be as good as opposed for either guy. In particular, Markus Ruhl. A lot of wrinkles in the lower back here. But Ramy does too. Delts, I mean, these are 4 of the biggest delts you are ever going to see. Markus, you can really see, though, he's not going to be as striated in the hamstrings or in the glutes. Winning in the calves, though, look at the size of Markus Ruhl's calves. Keep in mind, he is a big dude. Big dude. Good peaks on the biceps as well. So, you know which way I'm going to lean towards now, guys. Go to the AbsThigh. And Markus does look decent in this pose. I mean, midsection, good and separated, but it's a thick midsection. And standing next to Big Ramy, I think Big Ramy, his small midsection, he's going to draw that out. Look at the arms, even in this pose, the bicep peaks of Markus Ruhl. So impressive. But you got to look at midsection, ab development, and the quads. Big Ramy all the way. So if this is going to be a chance for Markus Ruhl to catch up with the last couple of poses, he kind of lost that in the AbsThigh. Of course, in the most muscular, I would wager to say Markus Ruhl could get an edge in this one. He's so monstrous. Losing in the quads, of course. But then again, when you look at that, you look at the calves, and he's just destroying Big Ramy in that development. Delts, like I said, guys, these are 4 of the biggest delts you're ever going to see in bodybuilding. Pecs would go to Markus Ruhl. Abs goes to Big Ramy. It's a pretty close matchup all the way. And when it is close like this, you got to go with the more conditioned man. And this is the more conditioned man. He is your winner. 2020, Big Ramy. AbsThigh, he is he's your champion. He's your Olympia champion right now. And he's your winner of this matchup. Give a hand to Markus Ruhl, 2002, Night of Champions. What a version. Anyway, guys, that was your Tuesday. You pick Tuesday lineup. 2 good matches. And get your request in. Make sure it's a humdinger. I only pick the one that the most popular one with the most thumbs up. Hit thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.